Trump cancels an attack on Iran's energy sites, saying both sides are close to a new deal. But Tehran says it's ready to strike the Gulf harder than ever, after embassies warn Americans to be ready to leave the region. Here's everything you need to know about the past 24 hours. Just a day after threatening to hit Iran at levels of military terror, strength, and power not seen since World War II, the US president now says he's cancelled planned attacks on Iran's energy infrastructure after being asked to by Iran and Gulf allies. He also says sketches of a new deal are on the table, but Iranian state media says none of this is true. So are both sides actually talking? In March, Trump vowed to blow up Iran's power plants, an alarming escalation that faced backlash from even his own supporters. But in April, just hours before the US was supposedly going to wipe out Iran's entire civilization, came a ceasefire announcement. This time, Iran went on the offensive. On Saturday, Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi called his counterparts in Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Pakistan, setting out in clear terms what Iran would do if its infrastructure was targeted. It would go after its neighbors, hitting their vital energy sites. Ibrahim Rezai, a senior lawmaker, said Iran wouldn't restrict itself to the Gulf, but strike US bases outside the region as well. That seems to have prompted a response. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman called Trump, urging him to de-escalate. Saudi Arabia and its neighbors fear the region spiraling out of control. Last week, Riyadh announced a maritime coalition of 14 countries to secure the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, after the Houthis in Yemen imposed a sea blockade on its ships in the Red Sea. In northern Iraq, a drone attack near the US-backed Peshmerga 70th Brigade headquarters in Sulaymaniyah sparked a large fire. No one claimed responsibility, but it followed a wave of US-Saudi attacks on pro-Iran militias. So while Trump is talking about a deal, the region appears poised for the opposite. Israeli media reports Washington is sending another 10 aerial refueling jets to Israel. They'll join more than 30 already stationed there. The planes would be critical in any major long-range military operation against Iran, while US embassies across the Middle East have warned Americans to be ready for unforeseen escalation. So is Washington stepping back or buying time? Trump wants to force Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz and agree to his terms for a nuclear deal. But the more the negotiations drag, the more pressure he faces to act. Iran is tightening its grip on the strait and escalating pressure on its Gulf neighbors to maintain deterrence against any US escalation. How long can this stalemate continue before something breaks? And are both sides ready for the consequences? That's it from us today. Stay with us on Al Jazeera for all your latest updates.
Mr. President, on the disarmament deal that you announced, do you have assurances from Israel that they are on board with this deal? And what comes first? Does Israel pull back and then Hamas disarms, or does Hamas need to disarm and then Israel leaves Gaza?
So you have an understanding with Israel. Israel's very happy about it. Israel helped us with it. And they've been very good. They've been very good about it. Most people said that would be a deal that would be undoable. Now, will it go through its ups and downs? It's a very complex situation over there. The people are very complex and difficult. Many cases wonderful, many cases not so wonderful. But that will be it's a great breakthrough. Nobody's ever thought that would be possible, to disarm Hamas. That shows you how much success we're having with Iran. Because if you go forward.
Shalom, shalom. Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachak Radash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Mafia from Great Millstone, Dallas. As you see, these things that are happening, this is all prophecy that's going on. This World War III that's happening. Like you just read, just heard, Trump saying that they're getting ready to hit Iran like they haven't, like World War II, like that type of impact, that type of military bombage, you know. That's really saying a lot. That's basically an indicator that you are actually in a world war. And then you have Saudi Arabia saying they finna come in. You have in China saying they're gonna give. Even North Korea said they're gonna help out. See all these. See, this is an indication of world war. We have all these different nations that saying, hey, we may send troops. hey, we may send supplies for our allies. See, that's the thing. These are different moves that happens until, like it says, there's an all-out war amongst different nations when you see these things that are coming to play, you know. And then you have what? You have Trump saying that we're getting close to coming to a deal. How many times have you said that now? He's just trying to get people to really think that things are getting to what's this right here? Getting to he really thinking that things are really, he trying to calm the people down by telling them, hey, don't worry, we're gonna go ahead and get a deal. It's getting close. Every time they say that, what happens? Somebody shoots a bomb. Then we just have what? You have Iran said, Iran, how you gonna say Iran? No, we're getting at your ass. So this is confusion, you know? This is confusion. And that's Babylon. Babylon is always gonna bring forth confusion. This is 1 Thessalonians 5, and I'm gonna start at verse 2. It says, and the point is in verse 3. It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord, the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. When you look over here to the other side in the NLT, it says, will come unexpectedly. All right? A thief comes unexpectedly. So these things that are happening, it's going to come unexpectedly with people who are chilling. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get Matthew 24 as it goes like in the days of Noah. We've been warning the people, okay? Righteously in the right way, letting them know that to turn from your ways and like that movie Don't Look Up. We're telling you, but you don't want to look up. But now it's going to be too late. The men of the Lord, okay, that have been sent out to give you this understanding, to let you know what's about to happen. You can only listen, and we can only tell you what's coming, because we're trying to get the blood off our hands. But this is going to happen. But if you're not paying attention, if you're not listening, you know, if you're not getting spiritually prepped, it's going to catch you like a thief in the night. Verse 3, it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, okay? And that's one of the things that's going on with peace and safety now. You having Trump telling you that, keep telling you, we're coming close to a deal. Next thing you know, we're going to bomb the hell out of them. Coming close to a deal. They're gonna bomb. So that peace and safety, they making it feel like everything is all good. Don't worry. It's coming to, we're going to come to a deal. Then you have some people that are, that's a sigh of relief. You know, a lot of people in Babylon, aka America, they don't, especially Jake, they ain't paying attention to what's going on. Because like I said, it's not happening in their front yard. They feel like it's all good. But then, like I said, you have him saying it's all good. So that's the part of this peace and safety. Then it says, then, okay, when he's telling you this, what happens? Then sudden destruction cometh upon them that travail upon a woman, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. So if you having that understanding, and you paying attention, it won't overtake you. So that's the thing, we got to be prepared. We're preparing ourselves spiritually for what's to come. And these wars and rumors of wars, these things are actually happening, but we know that the end is near by prophecy. Being in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, as it tells you. Right? This is Matthew 24 and verse 7. It says, no, I want to go to 37. Shalaki. This is 24 and 37. It says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. And who is the Son of Man? We're going to be talking to Yahweh Shai. Okay? Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, who they thinking they're coming back to save everybody. The Lord's coming to deliver the elect of Israel. If you're not a part of that lineage, that bloodline, you're not gonna be delivered. You're not gonna receive that salvation on this side. If you are part of that bloodline and you're not hearkening, you're not basically repenting and turning to the hands or turning to the faith and having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you're not gonna be delivered. You're gonna receive that third that second death through that third woe. that destruction. Okay? Just like Noah was warning the people for out there like 120 years. He was warning the people. So he moved with fear, as it talks about in Hebrews 11. So people thought that was rumors when he said it was going to be a great flood. Rain was going to come from the sky, because at that time rain didn't come from the sky. You had the dew of the earth that would come up like in the morning. You know, if you city don't really see it as much, but in the country, the ground be wet off of the dew, just like that. Now we're finna see that. Now we're finna see the things where people don't believe and don't think things about to happen, because just like the flood, just like the Lord opened up the windows of the heavens, that was like a thief in the night, and we're gonna see that as well. They was getting comfortable, just like the days of Noah. Okay, this is what they were doing then, and it's nothing new under the sun. This is what they're doing now. All right, Matthew 24:38. For as in the days they were before the flood. Okay, all right, just like before the coming of the Son of Man. What they're doing? They were eating and drinking, marrying and giving to marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Just like when we're being, Lord's willing, I'm part of that number, you know what I'm saying, Great Millstone, we're pushing that 100% truth, you know what I'm saying. We just got to constantly endure, have that fear, have that faith, continue doing the work. We're going to receive that salvation, as it says in Isaiah 26, when it said come up in here for that, to the, basically the wrath of the Lord pass, the indignation. Okay, the war is coming. Okay, pestilence is coming. Read Matthew, 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16. Okay, Isaiah 9 goes into this war is going to be through burning and fuel of fire. Then that government is going to be established. Like it said, then the Son of Man is going to be coming. Okay, look at this, Matthew 24:39, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. This is going to be the same, nothing new under the sun, and this is going to be happening. You know, we're getting ready to see these things come about as we're seeing things are playing out. So, you know, we just got to continue praying, continue to, because like I said, these wars, rumors, we're coming close to a deal. Next thing you know, you're seeing more bombs coming. Just like Jeremiah 49, Jeremiah 50, the least of the flock. Just watch. This might be some major event that's may happen this week, you know, but that's what we hope for, you know. We hope for these things to come because we're waiting for the kingdom of heaven. We just got to constantly prepare ourselves. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachak Radash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Aki, in pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.